What you need to know is that the price goes up at the end of the day. So this is an expiring price, and today, depending on which one you pick up, you are saving anywhere from $165 to $230 off the QVC price. But even if you pick up our Power XR today at QVC, that is going to be less than what the manual would be if you went to the Lazy Boy store. You are getting this with free shipping and handling, all of the bells and whistles, and it is supreme comfort. So this goes back to that idea of how do you wind down? Do you sit and watch TV in your chair? Do you read your book? Do you maybe take a little nap? Well, this is the chair that you want to do that in. I'm sitting on our espresso. Then I'll pull myself up because I guess I have to get out of the chair and show you the rest of the colors. Right here is our navy. Beautiful navy, and we're going to talk about this incredible fabric because this is just so luxe. It's like sitting in a blanket. Next up is our graphite, which I love this color. And last but not least is our marble. So expiring price goes up at the end of the day, and we actually have one more on QVC.com, but you can only get it on the ship week of 7/7, which leads me to saying that there are two different ship dates, right now or 7/7, and you can only get it in the manual. Now that is our, what color is that? That is our natural tan. All right, well, I'm going to welcome in my friend Molly Menti, who joins us from Lazy Boy. Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, you're so gorgeous. How
I'm so happy to see you.
It's so good to see you too. I know we got a visitor.
We have a visitor with us. I was shocked I was going to see you today, but I am thrilled.
37 weeks.
Okay,
so
well,
we're right at the end, but we're still doing this, which we're so excited
Well,
about.
there's no better place to sit
I know. Well,
than the Lazy Boy.
I have the best job in the world for someone that is expecting because it's so comfortable. So
now we are big fans of Lazy Boy here at QVC. And we are big fans of Lazy Boy at the Battley's household. As I've told you, and if you've watched me before, my dad loves his Lazy Boy.
We have to say Happy Father's Day
Happy
to
Father's
your
Day. I know I said
dad.
it. We had a picture of him in the last show. I'll have to bring it over here. But Happy Father's Day, Dad, and Happy Father's Day to all of you at home and the father figures in our lives. And when we think of Lazy Boy, my dad did convince my mom to change out our couches in our living room. So it's now just all Lazy Boys in the Battley's living room. But we do not have the J. So tell me a little bit about what we're getting here.
So the J is so exciting because it's fairly new to Lazy Boy. It's new to QVC, and it is already one of our most popular styles. So there's 75 different recliners at Lazy Boy. This is what we do. And out of the 75, this already has a 4.8 out of 5 ratings.
Wow.
And why is because of some of the things you might notice. So this isn't one of those overstuffed chairs of old that took over your entire room that some of you might think of, but it still has some of those classic elements that you guys love. The arms are padded and so comfy and cozy. So maybe this is where your dog or your cat cuddles up, or for me right now, it's the kids on either side, my 2 older boys, but it has this beautiful super padded arm. The other thing that we stuck into the J, which is without it being this overstuffed chair, is it has this super high back. It actually has a 42-inch back. Now you, John, are
6 foot.
6 feet tall. So you hate most people's chairs that you sit down in? Yeah, instantly. My husband's like, you do not understand what it's like. He's 6'3", I'm 5'3". So
never a Lazy Boy though.
You can't do this in most chairs,
No,
right?
this
Even
is so
some of our
nice.
Lazy Boys, John gets to sit down and immediately have his head and neck supported, and that's because of the super high back. And that's why you guys have been really loving the J, whether it's in the manual option, which I'm sitting in, or in the Power XR Plus, which you're sitting in, which is our highest end power option that we offer from Lazy Boy.
And the value on this, when we're talking about shopping at QVC and why shopping at QVC, if you were to walk into the Lazy Boy store, you would be paying more for that manual than you are for the Power XR here. You also wouldn't be getting the free shipping and handling today. So you can see that difference on your screen, but today you can get this home for 5 easy payments of $246 or $354, depending on which one you get home. But you're saving $165 or $230 off the QVC price alone. But we have 12-month special financing as well on that Q card. So this really is the time to shop, to add that comfort to your home. Maybe you've been dreaming of this, or maybe you have that Lazy Boy at home that has been beloved.
Yes.
Maybe it's time for a little upgrade. Call 800-500-7590. You will fall in love with this fabric and all of the incredible details and technology that come into the chair itself.
Well, yeah, even if you are a lazy boy family, which so many of us are, I know your family is, my family was growing up, and now definitely is as we move into our own family. But you haven't seen the technology that has gone into this, from Power XR Plus, which is our highest end power that we offer, which is incredible, to just the hand of this incredible fabric, which is one of our highest end fabrics that we offer, and then the stain resistancy. This is actually called iClean fabric, which is our highest end stain resistancy. So we have the marble here, which is the lightest color we have available, except I think that one stripe that we have online. Then the marble, I want you to see, I have this red wine with me right here. This would be a crisis. This would, you guys are probably having Father's Day gatherings today. This would be one of those, like, oh my gosh, we shouldn't have let anybody on the new furniture. Instead, you get to be that lady peaceful, lady happy. You get to be the host you want to be. You get to be the dad you want to be. You get to enjoy the games with snacks in hand, because watch what happens. With a dry paper towel, I'm able to take up that stain. Nothing is on the front of it. Nothing goes through to the other side, which actually protects your investment for years and years to come.
Right.
And it's inherent to the fabric. You're not spraying this on again and again over time. And that's all of these beautiful colors are just going to be the style you want and look beautiful for years and years to come.
Right. And if you're just joining us, we do have those incredible colors for you. So if you missed out, I will run you through them, because they are such great neutrals to add to your home. Now, right here is our espresso. And I'm very excited because this looks like the one that I will get to maybe demo with the remote. And I will shout out, you've got the remote on the side, which Molly knows is my favorite. It is a magnet and it has an alarm in it, so you will be able to find it. Like, if you're like me and you do take it around and leave it on random chairs, like I do every time we do a Lazy Boy show.
Every time we do it, he like carries the remotes away, and I'm like, this is why we do this. So this is the navy. Navy is always our #1 custom color, which generally means that it's going to take a little bit of an extra time to get it to you, but these are factory fresh and ready to go home to you in 1 to 3 weeks with our partnership with QVC. Look at how gorgeous this fabric is. There is this highs and lows to it. It has a micro chenille hand. Absolutely stunning.
Then next up is our graphite.
The graphite is a true charcoal gray, but again, if you come in close to this, you'll see that there's light grays. It's so going to mix with any grays that are in your home.
Following that is our lightest option we have in studio, and that is our marble. I love this one.
It's just a complete chameleon. So we actually had this on a tan rug before, and it looked very tan, like it was going to go more in that beige tone. But then in this setting, it's much more gray, so it's going more gray. It's really that grayish, absolutely beautiful. And then online, we do have that natural stripe, which is almost a linen-like look to it, and has that beautiful darker tan striping going down through it. Stripes are having a moment right now. It's absolutely gorgeous.
And that is only available in our manual. We're getting very limited. And while we're talking about that, because this is an expiring price, it's going up at the end of the day. So do not wait. Make sure you're calling 800-500-7590. But you're at home, you're thinking, okay, I know which chair color I want. How would you advise them to talk about which model they're getting?
Well, you know, we still do manual reclining better than anyone else in the industry. It's a 3-position locking foot rest, actually, and this is the manual option. I think we have video for this too. There's that 3-position locking footrest, and then there's a ratchet in the back for an 18 ratcheted back that gets you into a total of 54 individualized comfort positions. So you're getting independent lumbar support. Remember, that's the whole of your low back. In all Lazy Boy furniture, it's filled in. Independent lumbar support in all of those positions. There's increased adjustability that you only get from Lazy Boy. The Tempur Response memory foam, which is actually our highest end memory foam that we offer. 4-sided hardwood construction, still made from domestic and imported parts right here in the United States of America in our 5 factories across North America. But more people here at Lazy Boy, here at QVC and in our showrooms go, wait a minute, There is a wireless remote. It's the only wireless remote in the industry. 6 seconds to a full bed recline, whisper silent. When you're in that full bed recline, you can lift just your head and neck up so you can really bring no pillows to the chair. This is my favorite button on the face of the earth right now, which is that increased lumbar support that fills in your low back. Remember, you are sitting on Tempur-Pedic memory foam, 4-sided hardwood construction, and John, we're still assembled right here from domestic and imported parts, as we have been since 1928. I'm one of the 8,000 jobs that we keep right here in the United States of America.
Wow. I can't believe that I'm sitting here working and laying down.
While you're laying down, you can lift just your head and neck up.
I know, this is so comfortable. And the fact that you have so many different options on here, so I'm hitting it would be great if I actually looked at which one I was hitting. But the fact that you're able to really adjust this, and there we go. Bringing myself down.
Why don't I get up and I'll take you for a little bit of a ride? Okay.
See, this is what I was fishing for.
you're like, maybe if I sit here and look
I mess it up,
she'll then
here,
say,
I will move into the side
come on
one
over here,
so
sit
you can
down
see
in
it
the
better.
espresso.
But
by the way, with this being Father's Day,
yes,
if you are sitting at home and you have not gotten your father a present and you think maybe you could get together and get him something he'll use every day, I can't overstate how amazing an espresso, like a brown lazy boy chair is. But when you can see this, so this is our highest end. This is the only wireless remote that we have in the industry. It beautifully tucks right into this pocket right here that's magnetized. You can charge your devices with the USB port that's here. If you, like John, seem to forget where you put your remote sometimes, you can press this spyglass, and this is going to beep until you press a button on the remote. If you press both of these buttons at the same time when you get it home, in 6 seconds you're going to go into a full bed recline. But as they were setting this chair up, they actually set presets for you, because these are presets.
Okay.
So this is your full bed recline preset. And so with the touch of a button in 6 seconds, John is able to go into a full bed recline at 6 feet tall. You can see how comfortable he is. His head is where it needs to be, but without bringing anything else to the chair, I can lift just John's head and neck up. So now, after a long day of being on air, he is in that full bed weightlessness position and he can watch TV.
Right, and you can lift it up. You can have that
conversation. Like, oh, there we are.
You can have that conversation or have that beverage, you know, if you have the coffee or the tea or the water. But the fact that that's so easy, you're also getting this cushion of support. I could fall asleep right now like this. And, you know, I was with my parents yesterday for Father's Day. We had Father's Day dinner last night. My dad is going to be the first thing he said to me this morning is, "What shows do you have?" And I said, "Lazy Boy." And he goes, "Oh, you're going to talk about me on air, aren't you?" Because he couldn't sleep last night. And he went downstairs in the middle of the night and laid in his Lazy Boy because he knew he was going to be comfortable. He was like having the hardest time sleeping, went to his Lazy Boy and slept from like 5 a.m. until 8 a.m.
I love that so
you were getting
much.
that incredible comfort, but you were also getting that customized experience for everyone in your family. So this really is a gift for everyone.
It really is. And there's another motor. There's 2 motors in here. So the other motor is that you can increase that already famous Lazy Boy lumbar support. So you're not taking a deep breath. I know that those of you that have loved Lazy Boy like your dad, this is your place of comfort. This is your place of relaxation. In this, which is our highest end Lazy Boy, we didn't just stop there. We actually filled it with memory foam, but not just any memory foam. It is our highest end memory foam. So what you're sitting on is actually Tempur-Pedic memory foam. So when your dad, and I can push just this home button to bring you back up there, but when your dad is relaxing, he's actually relaxing in a marriage between Lazy Boy and Tempur-Pedic. It took 3 years in development. It is absolutely like sitting on a cloud, but it is also going to be so soft, so supportive. It's that high resiliency foam base layer. It is going to give you all of the comfort of Tempur-Pedic, one-of-a-kind support, deeper relaxation, enhanced durability, and it means that it's going to extend the life of your chair. So your dad is a long time Lazy Boy lovers,
Yes.
right? Even some of you that have loved Lazy Boy for 5 years or 6 years, when we make a Lazy Boy with QVC, we put in all of our premium upgrades.
Okay.
So this is the memory foam that maybe you guys, it's the only place your dad could sleep last night, right?
Right.
But as he sits down, there's all this buoyancy to it.